Hello and welcome everybody. We have the Global Lab patch notes May 15th, 2026. Let's get into it. So we have a few more class changes coming in. We have Maehwa coming in. Oddly enough, after the last update, they've adjusted Maehwa's Awakening assassination capabilities, while their goal was to balance her ability to deal melee damage and assassinate for better flexibility. Her current performance in both areas has fallen short of expectations. To address this, PA has decided to lean further into her role as an assassin by boosting her ability to assassinate with air attacks. However, all down smash effects have been removed to prevent long skill combos on a failed assassination after a single CC attempt. Overall, I'm a bit surprised, but okay, let's go. We have the Flow Cloud Sting. The reuse cooldown has been removed, and accordingly, the following has been changed. So the combo that could be performed by holding down the left mouse button after the dragon scale has been removed. The health recovery effect upon successful hits has been removed, and the floating effect has also been removed. Flow after the skill use has been changed so it cannot be linked to the Moonlight Rush skill. However, you can use the Flow Moonlight Rush skill in the skill slot. Frost Columns, the HP recovery effect has been doubled from 150 to 300. Moonrise has been changed so it cannot be used during the reuse cooldown. Sleet Steps, the defense judgment has been changed from super armor to invincibility. The reuse cooldown has been changed from 5 to 3 seconds, and stamina consumption has been changed from 150 to 200. The 10% attack speed increase for 10 seconds when using a skill has been removed. The attack speed increase effect of Snowfall Step has been transferred to Ice Spike and Mark skills. They also changed it so that the cooldown for the Awakening Flower Moon Spear skill on the Flower Valley does not apply when activated in the main weapon state. Here it says Stigma, but then it says when chaining after Snow Blizzard Step skill, the attack will always trigger after backward movement. Accordingly, the timing for linking the Mark skill, I believe actually this is Mark, while using the Snowball Step has been changed to be slower than before. The Defense Judgment changes from Super Armor while moving to Invincibility while using the skills. The movement speed reduction effects on successful hit has been removed. The changes have been made so that stamina cannot be restored while using a skill. An effect has been added that increases attack speed by 10% for 10 seconds. And the cooldown has been changed from 4 to 5 seconds. Finally, flow after using a skill has been changed so it cannot be linked to tip of the iceberg. New Year's Eve, the stun effect on successful hit has been removed, and a super armor has been added while using a skill. Air attack and down attack effects have been added. It has also been changed that it cannot be used during the reuse cooldown, and the cooldown has changed from 5 to 8 seconds. The Ice Pick, an effect has been added that increased the attack power by 10% for 10 seconds. AP by 10%, that is actually quite an odd increase, but oh no, attack speed. Sorry, attack speed by 10 seconds. 10% for 10 seconds. Okay, that makes more sense. And the reuse cooldown has been changed from 3 to 5 seconds. The Jin Red Moon main weapon skills and actions used in Awakened State have been separated into distinct skills. The action used in Awakened State has been separated into the Chain Moonrise skill. The Yon Moonrise skill can be learned after acquiring the Red Moon skill. And the PvP damage application for the skills Tribulation Red Moon and True Red Moon have been changed from 70.06 to 40%. Flower in Full Bloom, Flow Rush of Moonlight, and the Tip of the Iceberg, the down smash effect has been removed. Moving on, we have a change on Kunoichi. We have, they've reduced the damage of Kunoichi's Succession Super Armor skills used for CC or direct combo, as they were overpowering relative to her role as an assassin. Conversely, they've increased the damage stability of the Wheel of Wrath, allowing Kunoichi to better fulfill her role through the explosive damage from ninjutsu buffs. So here we can see the Kang Shadow Explosion. The skill defense judgment has been changed from super armor to a frontal guard. The Rookie's Determination, the super armor effect has been added while using a skill. I think that's the air smash effect upon hitting has been changed to apply only to monsters. Khan, Cutting Tendons, actually no, that's the float effect. The Cutting Tendons, the health recovery effect has been removed. The additional strike has been changed so it can no longer track enemies, but instead charges and attacks in the direction it is facing. The Foxclaw, the HP recovery effect has been increased from 113 to 255, and the Crescent Slash has been changed so that endurance is not recovered throughout the entire action, or better said, stamina. We also have some PvP application changes. So the Shadow Stepping is going down to 30%. Ilsium is going down to 24. That's almost a 10% drop. Shadow Explosion going down to 36. That's a 12% drop. Shadow Explosion going down to 54, which is quite a drop, almost 30%. The Binding Trap is going up to 50%, so 5% up. Divine Power is going up to 45%, which is 10% up. And the Divine Power Ninjutsu Explosion is going up from 28 to 34, and the first hit damage is going up from 3,300 to 4,000. Moving on, we have Mystic. PA pretty much says they've adjusted Mystic to be allowed to allow more aggressive gameplay. She can now better employ her combat cycle of quick recovering martial spirit through combos to power up her main skills by consuming 3 stacks even in more chaotic fights. However, the window to extend skill combos using down smash has been reduced. So that is the goal that PA is going for. We'll have to see if it actually works. So on the Chogyang, here you can see the logo. The air smash and down smash effects have been removed upon a successful final hit. The Bear Claws, the super armor effect has been added. Stun effect on the first hit and the knockdown on the effect on the final successful hit has been removed. It has also been changed so it cannot be used during the reuse cooldown. I don't think this is actually the skill name, Hoppo, but you can see the logo here. If you're Mystic, you'll be aware. A frontal guard effect has been added while using a skill. The 300 plus HP recovery effect when using a skill has been changed to a 350 recovery effect per hit on successful hits, and the down smash has been removed. The Whirlwind skill, the air smash effect has been removed upon successful second roundhouse kick. The Yeomok, the down smash effect has also been removed. And Shohoyang, the reuse cooldown has been changed from 3 to 5 seconds. PvP application, we see the Chogyang going up to 44.5% from 30.9%. Pretty much. Then we move on to Guardian. Guardian Succession has been improved to more effectively absorb incoming damage, focusing more on applying follow-up damage to targets down by allies rather than proactively suppressing multiple enemies with CC. However, her ability to pressure single enemy with CC has been improved. That is again the goal. Let's see, we have the Realm of the Black Blood. In Succession, the health recovery effect on the Dragon's mission skill has been changed to apply even on the first hit. All evasion reduction effects are removed upon successful hit. This effect has been changed to a -20 reduction in all attack power for 10 seconds. The damage reduction effect while in super armor state during the skill usage has been changed from 30 to 50%. The skill has also been changed so that it remains active even without holding Shift Q. If you left click after using a skill, you will attack immediately. Improved to allow linking with the Fierce Deception skill while using. And then moving on, we have Limb Amputation. The skill's Defense Judgment has been changed from a frontal guard to a super armor. The launch effect has been changed to apply only to monsters. I think that's again the float translation. And then the PvP damage application rate of the Limb Severing 3 skill has been changed from 27.6 to 36.3. Black Blood Slaughter. The Defense Judgment has been changed from frontal guard to super armor during skill usage. Snowstorm, the Defense Judgment has been changed from super armor while moving and forward guard while attacking to super armor while using the skill. Attack Aftermath has been, you can now smoothly link into the limb severing technique or skill. The time available to link into the attack action has been increased. The time the character can rotate according to the camera direction while moving has been increased as well. And changes have been made so the character cannot rotate according to the camera direction during the attack. In the case of Advanced, changes have been made so that the Madness skill are not linked while moving, and Madness has been improved so that it smoothly transitions into Snow Mountain, Mountain Split, and Limb Severing skills after the second hit. General class modifications and changes. Guardian, they fixed an issue with the defensive stance skill, could not be used when stamina was low. Then there was an issue on Guardian where stamina was not recovering when starting defensive stance. They also fixed an issue where it was possible to sprint in defensive stance even with low stamina. Corsair, they fixed an issue where the flow wave over would not activate when the skill Seawater's Temptation was activated after another skill. And Corsair solo deployment, they fixed an issue where the duration of solo deployment would be refreshed if Labao provided assistance again while the solo deployment effect was active due to the skill's effect. Excuse me. Then we have some bartering changes. So to better accommodate new adventurers venturing into the ocean the first time, there will be some improvements made to bartering. First, the 3 barter routes are now available even to those who have never bartered before, making it easier to accumulate their total barter count. Additionally, they have the number of total barters required to unlock the maximum number of normal barter routes, and the list of normal items that can be exchanged for level 1 have also been revamped again. The Core Coin Shop now also has received several changes with the recent addition of level 6 and 7 barter routes, and the Blue Battlefield update. More adventurers have been looking to craft and upgrade ships. To facilitate faster progression, the prices of related materials have been adjusted. And furthermore, items in the Crow Shop with daily purchase limits have been removed and replaced with those with weekly limits, allowing you to acquire larger quantities at a lower price. And finally, tidal black stones for ship enhancement and Velsfine powder boxes that recharge alchemy stones have been added to the shop as well. Sea crystals, which were difficult to obtain, are also now available for purchase with Crow coins. So going into the details, we have the conditions for inland trade routes that expand the base of cumulative trade barter transactions have been changed. So the following changes apply only to normal level 5 bartering, or below level 5. The trade routes for Crow coins and Stars of Magoria remain the same as before. Cumulative number of bartering required to expand a route has been changed to be more intuitive. For example, before it was 2,551, now it's just 2,500 times. Here we can see the actual changes. So 0 to 10th, you now have 3 available. After the 30th, you get 4, 70th 5, 156, 307, 608, 1,200 barters, you get 9, 2,500, you get 10 or more, 5,011, 10,012, and 20,012 or more. Here we can see some examples, but overall it just adds the extra trade route. The barterers have also entered a contract to exchange trade goods for new land items and announced they will no longer exchange certain trade goods. The items eligible for bartering from land materials to tier 1 trade goods have been changed, and the items for the mysterious barter box will also change. So again, we're going to get another mystery barter support box, which is going to be another different stack. So if you have the old ones, you might want to just open them and get rid of the stuff. So we have some new additions. The Caphras wood plywood is new. Zinc ingots and bronze ingots, I believe, have already been on the table before. Now they're coming back. Same for the hard leather and the other leathers. We have the feathers of different variations coming in. I believe they were in there as well prior and were removed. Now they're coming back. Date palm is making a return. The alchemy materials are coming back, at least the spirit leaf, the red tree knot, and the blood tree knot. The flame powder and the powder of earth is coming back. Snowfield cedar plywood, I believe, is completely new. And here we seem to have the knock ingot is also making a return. Oddly enough, they now allow us to get elephant skins more easy, but they are removing the elephant skin, the deer skin, the rhino skin, and the pig and the soft Perry feathers. And the quantity is being changed for a lot of them as well. So we have copper ingot going down from 20 to 10, tiger meat going from 200 to 100, tough leather from 100 to 30, lead ingot 20 to 10, high grade thick fur from 100 to 20, cactus is going down to 100, coconuts down to 300, cactus spines to 100, iron ingots down to 10, and high grade tough leather going down to 20. Also, the required quantity for Crow coins of ship construction and expansion materials can be exchanged with Crow coins have been reduced by 20%. So here we can see all the materials going down by roughly the 20% mentioned. So if you need to buy some, you can definitely get them now a lot easier. New items have also been added to the Crow coin shop. So here we have deleted the Caphra, Cronstone box, Memory Shard box, the Manos accessories. These have all been deleted. But the Vel's Crystal Powder box, Wave Black Stone box, and well, pretty much the Tidal Stone Blackstone box and Blue Sea Stone box have been added. And we can see the change on the Caphra Stone chest and Cronstone to 10 times a week, from 360 to 200 as well, and 560 to 200 for the Caphras, and memory shards going from 360 to 200 as well. When opening the Blue Sea Stone box, you can obtain the following according to probability. So here we can see pretty much the blue stone, the yellow stone, the red stone, and the origins of appropriately. Nothing too grand, but hey, it's there. The locations of barterers and ferry keepers in Ilia Island, I think that's Dale Pier, and the Temple Coast scout site have been improved. So here they've been slightly moved closer to the coast. They also made some improvements to display the additional target points for the following quests. So we have the Infiltrate Cox Scouts, Heckaroos, Drifter Tracker, the Daily Sea Raiders, Keep Your Mind Straight for the Goldmont Small Battleships, and the Starving Heckaroos, and then finally the Candidum Hunter. Pretty much getting some extra markers there. This is something that's a bit weird. The matchmaking system has been improved so that when matching for ranked Solaris Spear skilled soldiers or lower ranks, you can be matched of a similar score range. This has been bugging a lot of people lately, the fact that you might be in yellow rank and sometimes get a green rank on your team. This might extend to matchmaking, but to be honest, I'd rather wait a bit longer and get teammates at my level. Then we have the world boss Quint and Muraka being touched upon. Turns out that Quint did still get affected by cannons, but it was no longer really relevant, at least according to PA. The world boss Quint has been changed, so Quint has been changed to cast attacks that strengthen specific parts of the body. Hitting the reinforced area with a cannon can deal additional damage and gradually incapacitate him. The giant monster bullets have been improved to deal additional damage to him, and the world boss Muraka has been removed that the cannon is no longer usable, and you now use Muraka's black crystals. Loot has also been expanded, so overall it is getting the same treatment as the other bosses, with the statues and stones being available, light stones, and so on. You do get the summon stones as well, if you get high enough amounts. Alka Anter, the exploration outpost manager near Quint, has also started selling the Biff Stoner family cannons and giant monster bullets used to defeat him. So if you want to shoot with the cannons, you can now, again. Then we have Hunting Ground Information UI improvements. So the monster zones are categorized by species, as we all know: human, demi-human, Camasylvian, Edanian, and, well, undefined animal. Here they call it normal. To help you prepare, they will now have a little logo showing the creature type on the zone. This is something that I have been asking for a little bit. So here we can, for example, see the icon representing normal race monsters has been changed. Oh, so pretty much, yeah, they've changed animal into just a monster logo. It is now official. Animal no longer exists as a species. Then we have Solaris Spear Ally Location Display function. This is kind of a UI. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be liking this, constantly seeing this on my screen. It does feel a bit big. But pretty much a feature has been added to display ally locations and risk levels. So ally class icons move along the edges of the screen. If an allied character is visible on the screen edge icon is not displayed, and the icon is translucent by default and becomes opaque when an ally is affected by a CC, revealing the effect. The number displayed below the inside of the icon indicates the distance between your character and the allies. Again, I'm not too sure I like this, but we'll have to see how it actually goes and how smooth it is, or if it causes more lag than anything else. Finally, we have some fixes and changes. The text on give up button on the altar of blood has been changed to retry. They fixed an issue where Jordine would not take damage at a specific location while performing a gimmick in the 21st vision. They also fixed an issue where players were not taking damage at specific locations in the designated combat area. This is for the 3rd, 9th, 12th, 15th, 18th, and 21st vision. So I believe mostly the boss rooms. They also fixed an issue where awkward shape appeared instead of the treasure chest when claiming the reward after acquiring the gold and silver treasure from the lucky golden pig cave. Then there was an issue with the effect of the golden pig statue displayed on the current status of the lucky golden pig cave appeared awkward, and after maintenance has been fixed. They also fixed an issue where the golden pig king's knowledge could be acquired when defeating the tough tree spirit. Accordingly, changes have been made so that the knowledge of the tough tree spirit can be acquired normally. When equipping the Star of Nostos item in the campsite, a help button has been added to appear next to the star's equipment slot. They fixed an issue where ships with 100% damage were not displayed as damage in the cargo status. The wording that appears when a ship needs repairs has also been changed to be more natural. Fixed an issue with the UI slots for equipment types that cannot be equipped or displayed in the ship equipment. Fixed an issue where the crew disease penalty was not applied even if blue battlefield participant remotely retrieved their ships 10 minutes before the start. Fixed an issue where the icon of the Barter NPC appeared gray on the world map even when user had the knowledge for them. Fixed some issues where the weather would be displayed correctly when opening and closing the skill window or the Pearl Shop during Solaris Spear, Guild League, or Throne of Idana. Notification has been added for when you fail to obtain rewards because you did not meet the conditions for acquiring Red Battlefield rewards. Fixed some issues where the text in Red Battlefield victory defeat message was difficult to read. Fixed some issues where the skill UI was displayed abnormally when logging onto a character on a different PC after switching Succession and Awakening state in the skill preset. Fixed some issues where certain annex buildings could be installed overlapping each other inside Valencia Castle. Fixed an issue where the game would intermittently crash when exiting the base battle remote construction mode. Then there was some performance rewards were intermittently not displayed in the results window immediately after defending the side's occupation battle, or on the defending side. The progress time information on the base battles and capture battles on the surface selection screen has been corrected. Then the issue where occupation battle performance rewards were being paid out at the 1001 level, rounded up instead of rounded. I think that's supposed to be rounded down instead of rounded up. Either way, they fixed an issue where the gate health was not visible when joining a capture battle on the defending side after the battle started. Fixed some issues where sap could not be collected from some Caphras trees. Fixed some issues where the faint ore vein shards could not be obtained from some collectibles. Oh, that actually, I feel like that was happening for my knock ore yesterday. Some phrases of the adventure log that appeared awkward in their explanation have been corrected. Fixed some issues where screen displayed and the boss information UI looked awkward. Some more issues where enhanced bosses were not displayed. The issue where the guild house announcement text differed from the actual content has been fixed. Fixed an issue where the message "no guild exists" appeared when opening the world map without a guild. And an issue where the giant weapon fragments could not be acquired. The knowledge of giant weapon fragments could not be acquired has been fixed. They've also fixed an issue where the DNA's appearance would be exposed when using front paw stomp while moving slightly forward in Doom form on shallow water while being on a Grogdalo. Then there was an issue with view secondary password button was not working on the web integrated exchange. And then finally we have two pad mode fixes. One where snapping was awkward in the Blackstone UI, and one where the war installation UI was not displayed when installing an annex building. With that, we have the TLDR already. I mean, the UI thing, like I said, I'm a bit unsure. It could be nice, at least for the people that aren't in voice. They'll see when you're in trouble. But at the same time, I'm not too sure it's actually going to help. The races, I do find it very interesting that Animal is now officially being retired, and it is just going to be a normal monster without a specific species. Quint and Muraka, they're very undervalued. I hope this finally brings them up a little bit, but at the same time, bosses have been a bit iffy anyway. Barter changes, looking good. It's great to get people into the boats and allow them to make the boats themselves. Finally, class changes. Guardian, okay, I can see it for sure. Mystic, I'm not too sure. This actually looks very negative on her for now, especially with a lot of down smash going away. I've been down smashed multiple times by a Mystic. I do expect that to happen a lot less now. Kunoichi, yeah, I do see them go down pretty quick, but they are a pain to catch and a pain to deal with. We're going to have to see if this actually brings them in line. Maehwa, I'm very confused about. Maehwa does such a good job in fights, and sure, she hasn't been too great, especially the Awakening, but the few people that I ran into that were on Maehwa's did do pretty damn good. I hope this doesn't trip them up too much. And with that, we have everything done. I wish you the best of luck in BDO, and I will hopefully see you around.